Okay, so lesson number one. Lesson number one is you have to know first, what is the extracellular collagen matrix, the ECM. So this is going to be everything. The theory of everything is ultimately going to be this. But it's going to take me lots and lots and lots of lessons to get to how all of the parts that we think are separate parts are actually one part. One giant part. Crazy? No. Actually true. So, what science and medicine has missed for a long, long time, because we are compartmental thinkers, especially when you talk about scientists. Scientists, engineers, people that are in those types of professions, the one I'm in, like to compartmentalize, like to categorize, like to put things in buckets and try to name them, understand them, and put them in some kind of organization structure that they understand them in. And because they're compartmental thinkers and they have compartmentalized the body, they've missed the big giant point that we're all missing in health, that can help us all. And that's what all this series of stuff is about. So this very important term, ECM, extracellular collagen matrix. If you've ever gone hunting, if you've ever skinned an animal or dissected something in biology class, when you take the first layer off and you see that webby white stuff underneath, that's the extracellular collagen matrix. We call it fascia, we call it connective tissue. It's got lots of names. Connective tissue is actually the one that's most apropos. But extracellular collagen matrix, that's what that is. So it is a big giant web of collagen. And it goes throughout your entire body, through all of your organs, through all of your muscles, through everything, and through your bones and up, and holds your skeleton together. And it's one giant moving piece. And science and medicine have missed this. And that's why we are in the situation that we are with trying to treat disease and not understanding all these diseases. And that's the big giant point that we're all missing in medicine. So we're going to start out looking at the extracellular collagen matrix from the outside, and then we're going to kind of go in. Looking at from the outside, again, thinking about if you skinned a deer or if you dissected a frog and you peeled that first layer up, and it's the little webby thing. What it does is we think of it in science and anatomy class. We think, oh, we're just going to cut through that stuff and get to the good stuff, right? We're going to get to the good stuff. We're going to get to the muscles and look at those interesting muscles. So actually the interesting thing is the stuff we just cut through, and we just threw it off to the side. We said, this stuff's not important. Actually, it's the most important thing, and that's why we've all missed the point. Muscles are actually stationary. If you think of them like pulleys and sorters, and the extracellular collagen matrix is like organized ropes, and they go through the muscles and are sorted through the muscles, and the muscles just grab onto them when they need to and then pull, and they pull the bones. So that's how it works. But it should be moving through all the time, but they get clogged. Those muscles, they aren't sorting right, and they get clogged. And so when you start at the subcutaneous layer and you go down, the muscle, it should be sorting at the muscle layer. It should be stored at the subcutaneous. And then as it's needed, go through the muscles, sorted through the muscles, and then the muscles are supposed to sort and grab and sort and grab and sort and grab. And that's where a lot of us are mostly tangled. And we get muscle aches and pains and headaches and our back hurts and everything just starts really becoming a problem. So we go get massages and acupuncture and acupressure and those stimulating TENS units. We go to the chiropractor. All of these things to mash on the muscles. But in reality, what you're doing is trying to unclog a funnel. You're trying to unclog those muscles where the fascia is supposed to be going through, and it's not. And so we're kind of doing massage a little bit wrong. Massage should be done like trigger points instead of rubbing the muscle that hurts, like this. You should be putting pressure on the area that's clogged. And the most collagen dense spot. And when you put pressure on collagen has these little Velcro clasps, and they kind of hook together. And when you put pressure on them, they go straight, and then it can fall away. If you use an electrical charge, like with the chiropractor when they put those things on you and it zaps a little bit, electrical charge is the same thing. Acupuncture also does the same thing. Puts pressure, and you get a little bit of winding around the needle, and then the winding is the pressure, and then it causes a release. That's why acupuncture works. That's why acupressure works. That's why a lot of Eastern medicine works. And we don't give it credibility in the West, but that's why if you've ever experienced acupuncture or acupressure or massage, and those types of things work, not because they're just stress relievers, but because you're actually pushing that fascia and you're moving it through the collagen through places where they're clogged. And if you are a massage therapist, what you should be doing is putting pressure on the places that are the most dense, and then you will feel movement like trigger point release. And instead of you massaging the area, you put pressure, and then you follow and you trace with your finger, trace with the pressure, the area that is moving. And that's the best and most efficient way to release and get the clog out for the muscles to then become the sorters that they're supposed to be, the sorters and the organizers of the body, of the upper layer. So that is lesson number 1 for the extracellular collagen matrix. And we'll get into a little bit more for deeper tissue stuff and how it works further down inside the body. But rest assured, it goes through the entire thing, and it affects all of your organs, and it affects all of your systems, and everything is one in the body and is affected because of the theory of everything and the extracellular collagen matrix.